Hi, I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Today we're taking a look at this pair of Liege double barrel percussion pistols. This pair of pistols are very French in their style and show almost full coverage floral scroll engraving on the frames and locks. Each is marked with a Liege proof mark on the left of the frame amongst the engraving, and there are crown N proof marks on the left side of all four barrels. The bottom of the breech on both is marked JC, which may be the maker's mark. They are both fitted with two twist-off Damascus twist barrels, arranged in an over-under configuration, slightly sculpted fences, side-by-side hammers, a fluted ebony grip with scalloped flats, and a small compartment in the butt. They are housed in a dark hardwood case with brass inlay on the lid, including borders, floral motifs, and an escutcheon marked CN. Also included in the case is a spear point dagger, 8 3/4 inches overall, turnscrew and nipple wrench, all with dark hardwood handles. The case also includes a ball mold, powder flask, oiler, and a dark hardwood cap container. We've taken a look at sets like this of pairs of pistols a few times now, but I think over and over again there seems to be another one that's always really interesting. In this pair, I think because of the double barrel screw barrel or box lock actions on these make it really interesting. One of the barrels on this pistol is actually loose when I got it, not loose in a bad way, but just loose that we can turn it. So I'm going to show you how one of these box lock actions works. So on our ball mold here, we have a nice square end. The square end actually indexes with the rifling in the barrel, allowing us to turn the barrel loose. So we can twist this barrel off, and you can see the whole barrel is separating from the breech. So on one end of this barrel, you can see we have our rifling. This is round bottom grooved rifling. And to be honest with you, looking at it, the rifling only goes in there maybe 1/2 of an inch, and the rest of the barrel is smooth. I think when you think about any practical use with a pistol like this, even a full barrel of rifling is not going to give you a whole lot more accuracy over distance. But the other end then is threaded to match the breech here. So your powder would be poured into the breech here. You'd then place your ball. I don't think you're using a patch on a pistol like this. Onto the end of that breech. You take your barrel then. You screw it down tight, like so. And then you would tighten it again with your measure. You tighten it like that. After you've loaded, you're ready to go. You could cock the hammer back to half cock and place your cap, but you might be noticing here, we don't have a trigger on this pistol. Where's our trigger at? Well, the trigger is actually hidden underneath here, kind of streamlined underneath the bottom of the pistol. The trigger is not exposed until we pull the hammer back to full cock. And there you can see our trigger pops out and it's ready to go. We'll release that back down gently. It's just a neat little, something you don't really think about a lot, but a lot of these pocket pistols, as kind of a safety for everything, would keep that trigger hidden until you were ready to go. So if we're not going to shoot, pop that back up in there, and we can throw it back in our pocket or in our case and go on down the line. Because of that process, I think box locks and pistols like this, pocket pistols, are a really neat side of muzzleloading and early firearms technology. With pistols like this, we start to see builders engineering their way out of problems or issues that they may have had in earlier eras of firearm technology. We have a really concealable, really compact pistol platform with these box locks, and with this one, you get 2 shots out of your pistol. As we come up around what I'm going to call the trigger plate, we have some simple traditional scroll work and hatching here around the trigger. It's all in line when the trigger is concealed. So all the engraving matches up with the little outline, whether you're on the frame or on the trigger, and would then be out of phase when the trigger pops out. But as it's closed up, it's all nice and even and really well done. The engraving continues along this tang and goes up into the hammers, kind of the top hammers. We have a nice checkered palm here so we can grip our hammers very easily. You'll notice that the front of the hammers are both cut out Some nice filing here around the nipple of the pistol, just some simple kind of folds as we wrap around to the breech areas and then into the barrels. These pistols are marked at a .40 caliber. So right at the top, I would say, of the small bore pistol calibers. It's kind of funny to think of a .40 caliber pistol being so small like these are, but that's what they are. Overall, this is a really neat set, made all the more neat by each of the little tools that goes with it. I love our little ball mold here. It's just a simple single ball mold like you'd see at a muzzleloading shop, or maybe you've picked up from like Larry Callahan. And we have, like I said, the barrel wrench at the one end. And then here we have a couple other tools that come with this set. This one here being a nipple wrench, just a nice dedicated wrench. Hardwood handles here, nice and dark in color and in good condition. Kind of have a turned or filed end here that goes down to the working end. And then this other tool that we have is our screwdriver or turnscrew, set to take apart one of these pistols for cleaning or maintenance. Really simple tools, but really, I think, elegant in that simplicity. I guess too, if either of your pistols with 4 barrels in total fails, you can always fall back on this short dagger. Like I said, 8 3/4 inches long overall. Just a neat little piece. The hardwood handle on the dagger matches your tools that come with this set, and in color is very similar to the ebony grips on the pistol. Kind of a nice simple dagger, reserved and esteemed, I would say. Overall, a really neat set that I'm really pleased I had the chance to sit down with and to handle. You don't see something like this every day where you can get it out and paw over it, unscrew the barrels, you know, feel the internals, how everything clicks together. It's just it's neat to hold a piece of firearms history, and then I think in many ways self-defense history. I think if you look at a lot of contemporary modern firearms that are built for self-defense or maybe concealed carry, you'll find a lot of the same features that you do on a muzzleloader like this. We have a short, compact barrel, a multitude of shots in a small platform, but you also have, I think something I want to mention is a really stiff action and trigger pull here. You're not going to be able to misfire this or cock it accidentally as it sits in your pocket or your bag or a pouch of some kind. Like I said, you've got to pull the hammer back to full cock to release that trigger, and then you're not pulling that trigger without meaning to, and that's something that we see even into today. I'd like to thank the Rock Island Auction Company for inviting me out to take a look at this and many other muzzleloaders that they have in-house right now. If you'd like to see more great pictures and information about this piece, please visit the Rock Island Auction Company social media pages. I'm Ethan, I love muzzleloading. If you'd like to learn more about this or anything else related to muzzleloading, please visit ilovemuzzleloading.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.